picture.
Hi guys, good morning. So today is officially travel day. I'm currently trying to check in. I'll show you my luggage next.
Shame on you, boy, it's spoken for. Shame on you, boy, it's spoken for. Shame on you, boy, it's spoken for. Your frame walks into the window, giving me a picture of what I already know. In the darkness, baby.
Guys, so I just got to Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire. I'm supposed to I'm having a connecting flight here. So I'm trying to get my boarding pass so I can get on the next flight. Because of the issue that happened this morning, I could not even vlog, couldn't do anything. But I'm going to tell you guys about it later. Hey guys, so I've gotten the boarding pass. I think my flight is by what time is it? What time? There's someone here. 12:45. And their time is 12 now. So we have literally like 45 minutes to board. Okay.
Thinking we're over. I know I'll never get closure. No, cause you're spoken for. No, cause you're spoken for. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm thinking it over. Wonder if you ever told her. No, cause you're spoken for. No, cause you're spoken for. You call, I don't pick up at all. I got nothing left to say. Better stop saying my name. Every time she leaves town, you come running back around. I know I should say no.
As soon as I get to the hotel, I'm going to give you a rundown of the drama that happened this morning at the Lagos International Airport. It was not even funny. I was just so disorganized. Even the immigration officer noticed it and was asking me, "Are you sure you're okay, madam? Are you okay?" But I don't want to talk about it now. I'm just looking forward to getting to my destination. Meanwhile, the flight I took from Lagos to Abidjan, where I'm currently, or where I'm living currently, where I am currently, because I'm living here now, because I have a connecting flight to my destination. The flight was quite rough, very rough. Even the landing, we thought we were crashing, but thank God I'm safe.
Your frame walks into the window, giving me a picture of what I already know. In the darkness, baby, you sit so close. Press your hand up against mine, but only with the lights low. We're so good at playing games, but what happens when it's over? After a drink you say my name, but forget me when you're sober. I'm thinking we're over. I know I'll never get closure. No, cause you're spoken for.
Guys, it's 2 a.m. here and I'm just arriving at the hotel. I'm super tired. I just want to go to bed. I just want to check in, then go to bed. I'm super exhausted. Guys, it's 3 a.m. here and I want to give you the gist about what happened today, all the drama that happened. I'm very tired, but I have to do this before going to bed. The first drama was us not, when I say us, so I and my friend, we're supposed to come on this trip together. So every time I've traveled, she will always message me to say, "Oh, I would like to go on this trip, one of these trips with you." And then we had planned that this is we're supposed to come on this trip. So we couldn't get an Uber this morning because she was coming from Jakonde Lekki, and I reside in Phase 1 Lekki. So she was supposed to do the Uber from Jakonde Axis of Lekki, then come down to my house to pick me up, and then we'll go to the airport together. But she kept on trying to do the Uber, and she was not successful with that, as the Uber drivers were requesting to go offline, and were also charging a ridiculous amount of 15,000 naira just to go to the airport. Because I had checked the app and I saw that the price was not, I think it was 4 to 6,000 naira, because it was very early in the morning and there was not going to be any traffic at that time. So then she suggested that she would just drive down to my house. She would come with her friend, and then her friend would take her car back to the house, while I would do the Uber from my place. And because I had checked first, I got an Uber, and then I cancelled because she was not at my place yet and she was not anywhere close to my house. I had to cancel. And afterwards, I later got another Uber when she was pretty close to my house, and this person called me to confirm that, oh, I saw your request for this ride, and I can't, how much are you seeing on the app? I'm like, well, I'm seeing it's 6,000 something. And then he said, sorry, I can't do that price. We have to go offline. We have to negotiate again. We have to go offline. And this person was also calling a ridiculous amount. At that point, I was already pissed. I'm like, what nonsense? How would you be requesting to go offline because you want to make more money? I think my friend that tried like multiple times. I tried as well, and all of them were literally saying the same thing. So I called another of my friend, Anu, and Anu was even encouraging me rather to drive down to the airport and leave my car there and just pay for the overnight parking. I think it's like 2,000 something per day. I think 250 about per day, and I'm just going to pay for the duration, because if I'm using 15k to the airport, I'm sure I'm still using 15k back to the island again, and then it's going to be 30,000. So it will even be more convenient for me to take my car for the period of my travel and then park the car at the airport and get the car when I come back to Nigeria. So I immediately called my friend, and I told my friend that that's the option that we have now, and she said her friend was already trying to get an Uber. After much back and forth, we finally got an Uber. So by the time we got the Uber, we were already late, and we're also in a hurry to make sure we don't miss our flight. So we went all the way, we got to the airport, and the background story is that, let me even tell you the background story first before even going into the drama of the day. So we used a travel company for this trip, right? Usually, I think all the times I've traveled, I only used a travel company once to Dubai, when I went to Dubai. And after that, I've never used any travel company. I don't like to use any travel. I do all my bookings, everything myself. I book my flight, I do my visa, everything. So, and then I don't like to use any travel company for whatsoever reasons, because a lot of them, let me not even go into that, please. But for this trip, the reason why we decided to use a travel company was because they were issuing the e-visa, right? They were doing the e-visa thing, so it's not like a sticker visa. And I did not want to, because I can travel anytime. My friend would say I travel based on my mood. I can wake up tomorrow and say I'm traveling, and then my passport is with one embassy. I would not want that to happen. So, and I had checked online, and I saw that the duration for processing visas for this country was 15 days to 1 month, and I couldn't risk not having my passport with me for that period of time, because like I said, I can travel anytime. So the e-visa was a better option. So when we saw that this travel company, they were doing this package of the e-visa thing, so we decided to just go with them, right? And that was what happened. The first drama that happened with my friend, because I had just gone ahead and paid them to process whatever they needed to process, and then my friend was trying to do change of name in Abuja for her passport, and she had told this lady that, oh, please go ahead to do whatever you need to do, book the flights, my passport will be out by before the end of November. But this lady did not book the flight because according to her, she said she was not sure that the passport was going to be out, considering how the passport issue in Nigeria is now. At the end of the day, my friend had to pay almost a 200,000 naira extra. I think 100 and something thereabout, I can't remember, because the ticket had gone up as at the time she was booking. So she needed to pay that extra, and I felt very bad because I had encouraged this person to, you know, go on this trip with me, even though she had always say, oh, I would like to go on this trip, I would like to go on one of your trips with you. But I literally encouraged her and told her that we can use this person, like I vouched for this travel company, because previously a colleague of mine, my former colleague, had used them to go to Dubai with his family. So I was like, let me just try them, because they were not the first travel company I used when I went to Dubai. It's some other travel company. So back to the story. First of all, the first drama was my friend paying extra money for her tickets, and I don't think that was really fair, because people have, like, I'll speak for myself. Whenever I want to travel, I have a particular budget for my travel, and I try not to exceed that, right? Because I'm a salary earner and I work to get my money, so I would not want to do any extravagant expenses that is not planned for. And I was really apologizing to her, and just told her that she should book the ticket and know that the ticket thing is sorted. Back to the gist of the day. Today we went to the airport. When we got to the airport, first of all, this lady, I told her, send my travel insurance, send every of my documents. She had only sent my visa and my I think, yeah, my ticket earlier. My travel insurance was not included. I kept on reminding her, because I needed to just go print it out and take it to the airport myself when I'm traveling, so I can check in as soon as I get there. But she kept on saying, no, don't worry, I'm going to bring everything myself. This morning, that she's going to bring it to the airport this morning. I kept on reminding her, please ensure to come there on time. She was there very early. When we got there, we took the documents from her. The thing is, she didn't send my friend's ticket to her. And after I checked in, the first issue that happened was that the yellow card was not, they were trying to scan it, and then it was not coming, her details was not coming up on the portal, but they allowed that. Then the tickets, the airline was telling her that they can't allow her fly because there was a discrepancy in her last name. It was not properly spelled. And then this lady said, that's the travel agent, she said, oh, let her just quickly rush to their office and see if they can change it, because the official said they can minute on it and see if we can use it. So when she got to the office, they had told her that my friend will not be able to fly because of the name mismatch. And then she came back still insisting that the officials should allow my friend to check in. The issue is that if they had allowed her to check in, when we get here to this destination, she's going to be turned back. They'll send her back to Nigeria, because you can't enter into the country with that name. Even because we had a layover. First of all, you never even get to this destination because we had a layover. So when she's trying to get the second boarding pass, she would not be allowed to fly. And it doesn't make sense, because she'll be left stranded there. And me too, I'll be put in a worse situation. In all of that was happening, I was already very disorganized, and I was just so unhappy because I was not even having it. This should not even happen at this time. This should not happen. And then we went to the office. We followed her to the office, and then the lady said, the desk manager said, sorry, you cannot fly except you book a new ticket. Okay, new tickets. That is hundreds of thousands. So are we going to forgo the other one? She said she's going to leave it open and then the travel agent can get a refund. Like, okay. My friend was not even having it. She was already very upset. And then she told the travel agent, you made this mistake and you are going to correct it by booking another ticket for me because I cannot afford to not travel. And then the agent said, oh, I don't have that kind of money to book another ticket. I don't have that kind of money to book another ticket. I only get a refund for this one. And please note that they are going to deduct tax from it. Tax is going to be deducted. And I was just looking at this woman. No empathy whatsoever, nothing. I was even confused myself because I'm trying to put myself in my friend's shoes and I'm like, okay, why is this happening at this time? Who is going to bear this financial burden of booking an extra ticket? And it was almost my check-in time. I almost missed my flight. Because my flight was taken off by 10:30. I think as at 10 I was still with them trying to sort out the issue. And then I started checking online, checking for tickets. Meanwhile, we could get from Nigeria to Abidjan, and we couldn't get from Abidjan to our destination because it was showing that the flights was fully booked, so there was no free seats. The agent was telling the desk officer to cancel the flights and try again if we can book it. And I thought that is even a risk because a lot of people are even trying to book at this point, so it doesn't even make sense for her to cancel it. So just leave it open and then we can get a refund later. And then I had to beg my friend that you have to travel no matter what. Please just use your money to book another ticket. Because this lady, she's not the one traveling. She does not even care at this point. She's just after her money and she has gotten her money whatsoever way. So just try and book this ticket and then we'll sort all of this out later. We'll ensure that you get your refund. So they're checking for tickets. Ticket prices had skyrocketed. It wasn't even funny. Imagine you are trying to book a ticket the morning of your travel. How does that even make sense? Well, at the end of the day, we were able to get Ethiopia Airline, and she booked that ticket. It means that she was not going to travel with me. She was going to come with another flight in the afternoon, and I was traveling in the morning. So I just kept on checking up on her, kept on messaging her and asking, oh, how is it going? Have you been able to check in? Thank God everything was sorted at the end of the day. And she's currently, the last message I got from her was that she was at Addis Ababa and they were about boarding to come here. So she's currently on her way. I think her flight, she sent me her itinerary, she's going to be here by, I think she should be here already, but she's not at the hotel yet. Back to my own drama. I got here at the immigration border control. They couldn't verify my e-visa, and then the lady said there is an issue with your passport. I'm like, okay, is it that I'm not going to be allowed entry into this place, into this country? And they kept on trying. All other people that we came with had been cleared, so they were just waiting for me because we were coming to the same hotel and we were going to use the same ride. It was just crazy. And then the woman said, the woman was really kind because she kept on saying, oh, sister ni. And then she said, happiness, this situation is not making me happy. And I just laughed. And she was like, oh, your passport. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with my passport. I just traveled a few weeks ago, so there's nothing wrong with my passport. And then she said, oh, maybe it's the system or it's an error. After much try, eventually went through. They were able to confirm it because I was asking them, is there like an alternative to confirm from the back end at least. So after so much waiting, I was stamped in. My passport was stamped, and immediately we just came out to go locate the driver that was supposed to bring us to the hotel. 2 policemen just accosted us. Excuse me, who are you? Why? I'm like, what is this? And then I'm like, okay, sorry, what do you want? We need to, where are you going to? What is your name? Where are you from? They were just asking so many questions. And my question to one of the police officer was, excuse me, sir, please, is there a problem? Because I was already getting agitated at this point. Now, is there a problem? And he's saying, why should you ask me if there's a problem? You think you're in Nigeria? You think you're... I'm like, look at this man. Please, don't even start with everything that has happened to me today. Do not even start. Then I asked him that, am I wrong for asking you that? Am I wrong for asking what the problem is? And then he said, don't you know that there are a lot of trafficking now, a lot of people coming into the country and they are not leaving? They come into this country and they don't want to leave. They want to just stay here, and there are a lot of trafficking. I was looking at this man and I was like, so please do, if I want to leave Nigeria, let's just assume I've gone to better countries. I'm not saying this is not a better country, like I love it here, right? But I've gone to other countries that I could have stayed back, but I would not what is it called? What is the word again? I'm not even getting the word, for lack of a better word, right? I would not breach, I think I've gotten the word, breach the terms of my visa conditions. I have never, and I would never overstay in any country whatsoever. If I wanted to stay back in all of these countries that I've gone to, I would have just sneaked into the system and stayed back. Do you understand? But the big flex is that you're able to apply for visa, you're able to get a visa, travel, and come back to your country, right? If I decide to relocate tomorrow, it's because I'm relocating legally to wherever I'm going to. It's not because I want to be an illegal immigrant, right? So when the man said that thing, the thing just triggered me. I'm like, excuse me, sir, what are you saying? We were even arguing. Was the lady there that was like, oh, just calm down, you know, this is not your country. I said, let me tell you, I don't have anything to hide, right? You can open my bag, you can search anything you want, because one of the airport taxi man was saying, oh, these people can take you to their station, they will search your bag. I said, please, let's go ahead. I don't have anything to hide. It's not like, oh, I brought contraband or something. I don't have anything to hide, right? And the worst thing you can do is to send me back to Nigeria tonight. I don't have a problem with that. I will gladly go back because I freaking paid for my ticket, right? It's not like, oh, it's your money I used to buy the ticket to come here. If I leave, you send me back, I will go to another country. You close one gate, another one open. So it's not a big deal. So when the man just saw that this one is a troublemaker, the man has said, you don't ask the police officer. I said, sir, you were asking me questions. And I asked you, what is the problem? Right? I've been to other places. And the first thing I even stated, I think what even got him angry was because I said, I have been cleared by the border control or the immigration officers. And if I had any issue, I'm not sure they will allow me entry into this country, right? So, you know, when I was with some other women that I think this is their first time that they are traveling or something, this is their first time, yes, traveling, first international travel. And those ones, they were already shaking and say, oh, sorry, sir. I'm like, hey, what's all this one? What is all this? And I have a history of always fighting with, always having issues at border control. Because, see, Nigeria, my country, let's not even lie. Nigeria is a very sweet place to live when you have money. Yeah, you're going to enjoy it there, right? So, Don't come and act like I'm from one a whole giant of Africa. Forget to. So when he just said that, and don't you know that whether we can send you back? Because I'm like, hey, look at this one. So long and short of the story, the man now said, you. And I said, let me see your passport. I just gave him my passport. Started opening my passport. He was seeing he was seeing different countries stamp, entry, exit, seeing visas. And then I said, you're a problem child. I'm like, I'm not a problem child. You asked me a question, I answered you, and I asked you a question also. And you're already getting angry. Why are you getting upset? Anyways, he just walked away. Well, I thank God that I'm here now and I am safe, right? I'm just waiting. I'm just hoping that my friend arrives safe as well. So guys, thank you for watching this vlog. I'm going to be ending it here. You're going to see subsequent vlogs as I tour this beautiful place or country. Thank you. Love you guys. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, why now? Why? Please, should I kneel down? I'm holding this camera. I would have knelt down. Please subscribe. Please like, subscribe. Just support me, please. Thank you so much. Bye. Welcome. Hey people. When you travel, you meet good people. The hotel. The main drama started. The hotel had deactivated our cards. We are outside.
Wonder if you ever told her no, 'cause you're spoken for.